another edition, a very special edition of Randy's Wellness TV. I'm your host, Randy Rowett, and this weekend we are going to be at the luxurious Taboo Resort in beautiful Muskoka. We're going to experience a lot of natural health and golfing and a variety of other things that Taboo offers. So join us as we celebrate this wonderful weekend in Taboo.
This is our main outdoor pool.
Okay.
This is one of 5 pools. We have 1 indoor pool, sauna and whirlpool,
yeah.
And then we have 5 outdoor pools. This is the only one that has our kiddie pool. So this is also, in the summer, our patio bar serves light lunches, light fares, serves breakfast, open for our early golfers rising, and good coffee. And
good
drinks.
coffee. I'm always a fan of good coffee.
Yeah.
And well, it's almost the highlight of summer, so we're going to get some people swimming out here soon.
Finally.
Yeah. And,
warm sunshine.
And I see in the distance here you've got some other boats and canoes and things like
We
that.
have kayaks, canoes, paddle boats, and then we have our motorized water sports as well, which is our boats, water skiing, tubing.
That's always fun for the kids.
Yes, they love it.
That's great.
This is our marina. It has 79 slips. Majority of our float planes that come along that long dock, that dock there. We've got an excellent airway and landing area for float planes because of the flat land, flat lake, and lots of takeoff rooms. So we actually get quite a few visitors come by air to Taboo. This came into place roughly about 2 years ago. So until then we just had about maybe 5-6 slips in total. So we were really proud of this when we done. Everything was custom built in here, including a long table. Everything in this room seats 20 seats. This is a recessed 50-inch plasma screen, so everything can be done in here. And this is what we designed this for, was executive corporate meetings. Their sound system is all controlled separately from the dining room, same as their heating and their cooling units, so that everything can be done in here, eating, and then the business portion of it. So.
That's great. Well, Christine, we've had an amazing time here at Taboo this weekend. We want to thank you for inviting us here to do the show.
Oh, welcome. I'm so glad you can come and enjoy our property and see it firsthand and experience it.
Yes, and you've introduced us to a lot of new things that are going on here at Taboo, and some of the development and some new activities for everybody, the whole family, corporate business, the wonderful spa, the restaurants, and the staff here are just fantastic. So thanks again.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm standing on the dock here at the wonderful Taboo grounds, and with me is David Hawk. How are you today, David?
Doing good, Randy. Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you, and nice to see this beautiful boat here too. So what are we going to experience this afternoon?
What I want to do today is take you out and show you kind of the natural side of Lake Muskoka. The highlight will be a bird nesting sanctuary where we have great blue heron and gull and other birds nesting on this island. Perfect. And as well, we'll look at some of the real estate as we go by and some of the natural landforms as well.
Now, I was told that you were really an expert around here about all that goes on in terms of knowing all the Muskokas. So what's your background?
My background is I've been in the resort industry now about 6 years, but all my life I've lived and worked in the Muskoka region. So going back generations when my families came here to settle. So growing up in this area and being interested in nature, I've been tracking when the flowers come into bloom, when the birds migrate through. So we'll be talking about those natural aspects of Muskoka as we go along.
Well, that sounds very interesting, and we're in good hands, so we're going to climb on board the ship, or the boat, and we're going to have a nice trip around the Muskokas with Dave.
Okay, welcome aboard. Underway, just off to our left, you see the bridge over the Hawk Rock River. And the Hawk Rock River is one of the ones that does feed into Lake Muskoka. And it carries a lot of sand and sediment with it in the spring. And as that sand gets washed into the lake, it settles out, it eddies out to the side, and that's providing us with our beach here. In years past, we were called Muskoka Sands Resort, and that sand was what made up our beach. So it's rather a natural phenomena to have this much sand naturally deposited, making this absolutely gorgeous swimming area. The public beach for Gravenhurst just on the other side of the river. So that's called the Hawk Rock River, and it connects from Gull Lake and flows into Lake Muskoka. In this boat here, we can take 13 people plus the pilot, so a total of 14. So it's nice and cozy for small groups, and we can get, as I say, a medium-sized group to come out here as well. The tours go anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, depending on where they want to go, what they want to see. Sometimes they just want to float around, other times they want to see the whole lake. Go by these islands, you see most of the tree cover are white pine trees. And white pine are the tree symbol for Ontario, yeah. Just as the white trillium is our wildflower. And the white pine here, just about every one of the really good ones were all cut down back in around 1830 to about 1880. That was the big boom time for the lumber industry. They were taking all these huge, beautiful big trees out of here. Development, settlement was happening. What happened was they only left the scraggly ones. And they're the ones genetically that produce the seeds. So a lot of the pine trees now, although they look quite artistic, from a forestry point of view, are kind of a secondary tree. They don't really like them because they don't grow those beautiful arrow straight trunks. Because that genetic stock, the good stock, had been all removed, totally removed, and leaving just the scraggly trees behind.
Or they may be missing branches.
We're going to see where they're nesting in just a moment as we get out to Eleanor Island. Two little feathers curl up and stick up in the air, and hence the name of double-crested cormorant. Yeah, the cormorants up in the trees around their nest. Yep. And the gulls here, they're ground nesters, so every nook and